Now this bike is super special, and it's a super special kit that we've got coming at you. Hi guys, Brett here from Hearns Hobbies, and today we're going to take a look and do a bit of an unboxing on Tamiya's latest kit, the Ducati Superleggera V4. Now this bike is super special, and it's a super special kit that we've got coming at you from Tamiya. So first of all, we're going to take a look at the box, and we can see here they've got beautiful work here, beautiful box art. This is a 1/12 scale kit. It's going to be super detailed. They've implemented a lot of new technology with this kit, and from all reports it's extremely well detailed, just like the bike itself. Now the bike itself is made by Ducati, and there's only 500 of these units worldwide. And Ducati generally do this once every generation of bike, and they do it because they want to make the ultimate bike of its era. So back a long time ago, back in the early 90s, they used to do a 916 SPSS, and then they went on forward to the 996R, 998R, 999R, so on and so forth through the model range. And this is a Superleggera V4. So this is the absolute pinnacle of what they're able to design and construct. And basically it's the closest thing you can get to a race bike that's legal for the road. So in road form, it's about 152 kilos, which is extremely light. And out of the box, so to speak, off the showroom floor, it's going to have 224 horsepower. Now that's astronomical for a 1 litre bike, or 998 cc's. Now if you put the factory race exhaust system on it, that goes up to 234. Mind-boggling. Anyway, let's jump into the Tamiya kit and have a look. So, got the lid off, we're greeted with the white kits here. We're going to jump into here. So here I can see beautiful white fairings. Now I love that they've done all the fairings in white, because it means that the red, assuming that most people will do box art on this, will come through beautifully. There's going to be no need to prime any of this to get a beautiful lush rust red color on this. Now the bikes are very, very bright red, the Rosso Corsa, and for this we'll have a look at the paint chart, but I imagine it's a brilliant pure red that they'll recommend for that. And just have a look at the amount of detail, and even down to the fairing holes. Gonna have a look here in the details of the beautiful little etchings and markings for the winglets and the cowlings that have come on this bike. Beautiful aero package that they've incorporated on the Superleggera. Molded winglets here, tank cowling, super clean detailing. This one does also come with the optional bike stand, which is really cool. So it comes with a movable side stand, so you can pose the bike on in road form, or you can put the bike on its race stand as you would have it in the race paddock. Really, really nice subframe assembly here. Tamiya absolutely smashing it out the park with their injection molding on this. All the gating is really flat, really obscure. It's going to cut and put together really nice, I'm super sure. The next sprue that we're faced with, okay, we've got the black sprue. Let's have a look at this. I'm just going to get this out of the bag here. Okay, so this sprue here, we've got a lot of the main frame itself. I can see again more cowling. We've got some of the engine block, rocker covers. We've got our handlebars and control. Now being 1/12 scale, the design is absolutely, and the detail can be absolutely minute and just so beautiful. Rear mudguard, swing arm, and I believe that there's even carbon fiber decal on this, which is really quite uncommon. Here we've got the beautifully presented wheels. Now on the factory bike, these are actually carbon fiber wheels. So that's really nice feature. They've done them in black, make it easy to recreate that carbon look. Carbon swing arm, so that's why it's in the black. And then we've got all the molded on wheel bosses and stuff like that. We've got our brakes here, which are going to be really nice and easy to detail up. Got our sump, got our brake calipers over here. That is so nice and clean, unbelievable. Next parts bag. These are the good bits. Engine. I do love a good engine. So here we can see we've got a beautiful stator cover. I'm going to zoom right in here just to try and capture this detail. So we can see here we've got our beautiful stator cover on this side. Where's our clutch cover? Can't quite see it, it's probably on the black sprue. We've got, look at the beautiful engine webbing just as per the factory. You can see here how the clutch case actually bolts onto this side, the clutch cover. Really, really nice. We've got the engine sump here with all the bolt holes. We've got part of the exhaust here, the side case of the engine. We've got our valve train covers here. You'd say rockers, but it's actually a desmodromic head, which means it is positively closing valves, doesn't have valve springs. Here we have some piping, some radiator piping. Coming down here to a very interesting point where the chain is actually in two halves. So we've got it here with the sprockets, with the cut through, which is really, really nice. And then further along on the sprue, we've got the other side. So you can actually texture it over the sprocket to make it look exactly like the real thing. Here we've got our cooling, and have a look at the fin work. It's just minute and beautiful. Got our radiator, oil cooler. Really, really nice. Let's have a look over at the forks. Again, it's going to be a real highlight on this kit. The beautiful, you can see how the calipers are going to mount onto those pins, and the axle, the wheel's going to go through the axle there. Absolutely beautiful. Great job, Tamiya, on that one. We've got triple clamps over here. This is quite a bespoke kit. I love it when they do a new kit, and it's even better when you love the content. Anybody who knows me knows how much I love bikes. And here we have on this side, I can see the clutch cover already. And I've done it in black just so we can get, that's the actual clutch cover there. We've got some pipe work. We've got some more pipe work over here. And again, we've got some more cowling and aero parts. Really, really cool. Okay, here we have the clear one. Now that's going to be near impossible to see, so I'm not even going to pretend, but it is like crystal clear. Absolutely beautifully presented clear work here. All the headlights, lenses, tail lights, really, really great features. It's really going to make it stand out as a beautiful model that they've set out to design. Okay, further down in the box we've got ourselves the tyres. I love the tyres. These are an exact reproduction of Pirelli's Supercourses as fitted onto the real bike. Actually a licensed tread, directional. Yeah, a nice rubber feel, and they look so scale being exactly rubber. Nice soft feeling as well. Further down into this bag, of course with bikes you know how the engines are usually like screwed into the frame, so of course it's no difference with this one, and these are tiny. Let me zoom in here. You can see here just how tiny these screws are. It's going to hold the engine in and the swing arm into the frame. We've got a spring here, got a moving swing arm, got some bushes here that's going to be part of the suspension movement and probably bolt up to the engine, stuff like that. They've included some tubing for pipe work and wiring. Really, really nice touch. Really, really great kit, this one. You can see here we've got our long screws here. They could in fact be the front axle and get the engine across the frame. Really, really nice. Okay, one of my favorite parts about this kit, and how I'm going to keep it zoomed in here, is the sticker sheets. Let's have a look at the decal sheets on this. So we reveal it. Got beautiful design. We've got dashboard. You can see here we've got two forms. We've got like a night and day dashboard. We've got little tiny screw heads to put into the fairing, which is a really nice touch. The clarity on these is phenomenal. All the little badging and artwork. Acropovic sticker for the mufflers. Really, really nice. And here is the main decal set, like so. You can see here the clarity and the carbon fiber work. I'm probably going to have to go macro zoom on that because you can really see the texture. You can see here the carbon fiber, it is absolutely beautiful. That is bespoke sticker work. Of course they're all water slide, really detailed. This is going to come up amazing in the right hands. Get this out of the way. Here we've got some masking. Now the reason that we have masking is, I'm tipping it's because we're going to have to indeed paint part of the headlights, and you want to leave where the masking is, that's where it'll be clear to give the headlight look. We've got some stick-on photo etch there for the mirrors, a really nice touch, in a 1/12 kit. And last but not least, we've got some tire stickers here, the Pirelli Diablo Supercorsa. Fantastic. Okay, so let's pull out a little bit wider and we'll jump in to the instructions. So again, classic Tamiya instructions here. It's going to give us every detail, every piece. They've even got a correction on the first page. Again, that can happen in first, and it's as simple as moving the sticker on the steering damper tube from one side to the other. Again, no detail left unturned. So it does have the steering damper. Beautiful engine detail. You can see here the first steps are getting the engine cases together, colored in. Beautiful engine detail. I love it when they put, you know, more than 8 pieces for the engine case. Then we're straight into the rear shock absorber assembly, and you can see here how it screws to the back of the engine head, just like the real bike. Then we go and across to attaching the frame to the engine itself, and then the subframe onto the frame. There's one of those bushes there, which in fact is the steering tube. Here's the interesting part where we start talking about the two-sided chain. That's going to give a great level of detail, texture and depth to your build. Beautiful. We're getting onto the wheels. You can see here how bespoke the wheel. So there's another bush there and a little single-sided swing arm, so you've got just the wheel retained on one side. Full, like there's 4 pieces just to bolt the rear caliper on. Super detail. No, a beautiful bike and a wonderful kit. Here we have the race stand coming together, what they use in the paddock. Exhaust system here, underbelly muffler. Then we start getting to the decals on that, fitting that up, looking beautiful. And we're going on to putting the radiator oil coolers in. Then the forks in the front, really nice. Here's what I was saying about the clear part of the headlight that we're required to paint. So yeah, so you put the masking sticker on, paint it, then pull the masking sticker off, leaving it clear. That is fantastic. All the controls. Moving down to the back now to the decal application, and you can see exactly how complicated that is going to be. That is going to take a long time, and it's something that you really want to take your time on in this kit to make sure that it looks as perfect as you can get it. Number plate, mirrors, being a road bike, and of course the finished product. That is absolutely fantastic. Now you can see here, being a typical motorcycle, there's a ton of paints required if you're not mixing your own. But you know what, a lot of people just mix as they go along. But bike kits do have quite a comprehensive paint chart. And again, we have the material data sheet and the background information about this model. It's really nice that they give that in the kit. So you've got almost like the whole biography on the original model itself. A nice little tech tip sheet here, showing you some finer points of cutting and detailing to get the most out of your model. That's fantastic. I think Tamiya absolutely smashing this one out of the park. Fantastic, guys. Well, I'm Brett from Hearns, and thanks for watching me unbox Tamiya's latest 1/12 motorcycle model kit, the Ducati Superleggera V4.